something in the parking space.
Okay, yeah. I'm with, yeah. We understand.
As she was trying to park in, and she just went on and took the spot, and they beat her up. 2 girls and a dude.
2 girls and a dude jumped on one sister.
Yeah, watch this.
Student by the name of Jada McPherson. She was returning home, I believe, from work, and she was trying to park her car. And once she was trying to park her car, there was a parking spot that was available, but there was an immigrant Latino family, or one of the people there from that family, basically sitting inside of the parking spot with a trash can. So basically, well, I'll let her explain.
I had to jump in that shit, son. I'm not one of them niggas that's a superhero ass nigga, but that shit right there.
Well, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to get busy. I'm gonna have to get busy. That's crazy.
For the summer, and I come here for the summer because I'm from New York. So usually I just rent out either an apartment or a room or something like that. So basically I was coming from work that day. That's why I was by myself. And I was supposed to go see my friend before. That's the crazy part. But I just wanted to go home and take a shower.
And so you live like over here, somewhere in the area?
Yeah, but I'm moving. The leasing agency that gave me the apartment, they saw the
video?
Yeah. And they moved me, like, just free and everything like that. So they just moved me.
So this parking spot where this black car is at, nobody was parked there?
No.
It was just a trash can?
Yeah. And then
was it a trash can there prior to you trying to park there, or they put it there?
Basically, when I pulled up and then he seen me trying to park, he basically came, put the trash can behind me and sat there.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't run him over. I can't, so I came out and I tried to talk to him. I'm like, you can't sit there and hold a spot with a trash can.
Yeah, because it's not your
property. So basically, I just went around the block a couple times, came back, and then he just was enraged because I probably came back. That was a chance for yes, that wasn't a woman. Everybody, and then the news posted
that was the mother and daughter, but that wasn't a daughter.
Mad. I was like, that is not.
I guess they were respecting the pronouns.
Yeah, but it's like he's biologically a man. He shouldn't be putting his hand on a woman, any woman.
See, that's why I don't be respecting the thugs, our black thugs, because this is what they for. This is what they for.
I'm listening to you, son, and I got my perspective. Go ahead.
In many other communities, let's take and I don't want to say the wrong thing, YouTube guidelines and all that, but in many other communities, for instance, let's take the Italians.
Oh, that wouldn't have went down like
that.
The
mafia, they were criminals, of course,
but they took care of their own.
They were also neighborhood police.
They took care of their own.
Because initially there was a time when, Italians, everybody got white. People weren't white when they first came in.
Right. So Sicilians.
Right. So there was a time when they weren't respected. They didn't feel comfortable going to the police. You go to your neighborhood wise guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody do something to you wrong, you a civilian, you whatever.
No doubt.
Our thugs destroy the community.
No doubt. But there was a hierarchy to things. That's why it was called organized crime with that time.
And it's just ridiculous. Like I can't respect any thug as long as George Zimmerman is running around looking, but you thugging.
Right. You'll shoot up your own people in the community, but he out here walking freely in the street.
Right.
You don't
if anybody get harmed in a 10-mile radius of this lady, y'all ain't shit. That's all I gotta say. You go.
All right, son, this is my take on it. Do that story sent for first hold. I don't condone anybody. We don't condone anybody beating up on anybody. Okay, that's first. That's the foundation of it all. Two, her story don't even sound right.
What you saying?
She said she was backing up. As she was backing up, dude put a trash can there, stood there. Okay, leave. So then she went around the block a couple times, came back, and then what? Still tried to get the parking space while the dude was there. She backed the car up on him. What happened? What if you're in the car? How'd she get out of the car? How did they jump on her? They pulled her out of the car?
I don't care what happened. The way them 3 people was beating up on that woman, I'd have been in that.
Respect.
It's just that simple. We worry about all that later. And I hear you. Maybe she was disrespectful. Maybe she's whatever. But nobody don't own the street. If it's an open parking spot,
that is true.
You can't do that. People do that all the time. It's a public street. I don't care if she called him a name. You call her name, whatever. But all that physical violence on a woman like that, I ain't going for that not one bit. I know it's supposed to be a comedy show, but
well, whip ass.
for real, yo. I ain't with that, but let's let O'Shea cook.
So they basically tried to say, "Oh, you called him an immigrant first." No, he called you a monkey. He said, "I'm not arguing with a transgender."
Yes. First, I said I'm not arguing with a transgender because I don't fight. I'm not gonna fight a man. I'm like,
I don't care what she called him. She called him whatever. There's still no reason for y'all to.
Oh, so one of
it
them
ain't even like one. If one girl would afford, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Or about parking space.
Things happen, but the three of them getting at her like that,
jumped on the sister.
No.
30 pounds. What do I look like fighting men? He was like 6 feet, like all the way right here, and they took like 3 men to get me down to the floor.
And she was honest as to what she said to them when this occurred.
I'm not gonna lie, I called her an immigrant, but she called me a slave and she called me
So she's upset.
All that is doesn't call for violence. That's all I'm saying.
These people basically because they don't want to relieve this parking spot, and she should be able to get it, but they're trying to hold their parking spot for somebody else, and so she's confronting them about it. And then, obviously, if you go to TikTok or any other place, you can go and see the actual fight. All 3 of the people jump her, and she does mention that she was jumped by somebody who was a transgender, or who is a transgender rather. Okay, and then shortly after that, people started talking online about it. I talked about it, and I saw some comments that were interesting. I don't want to go over them right now, but it came from certain black people in the communities. One side said, hey, this is wrong. If it happened in Jamaica, Queens, it'd have been different. And
no doubt,
obviously you didn't see a whole lot of black men out there in the first place, so there was no way that really black men could have helped her. The only black person I believe in that section of Queens that day was like a UPS driver. I don't know if he was black, but then on the other hand, you saw a lot of black men who was like, listen, these black women out here, they alone, they by themselves, like this is what they wanted and this is what they got to deal with. But then there was a group of black men who actually pulled up.
I'm gonna be like this. Because a black woman was assaulted.
To march. And
no, they ain't marching. Them niggas want to smoke.
They don't want no goddamn smoke.
You don't think so, son?
Not with no flag and a bullhorn.
I don't know, man. What the?
We are here today because a black woman was assaulted by 3 people right here in this very spot. And only one person in this whole entire neighborhood did something about it. We find that to be highly problematic. We are talking directly to you cowards who jumped one 21-year-old woman. We here now. We here to represent our people, and we here to let you know that if you call a black person a and assault them, we will bring the entire zoo to your front door. Because this is what we are not having. We are not having. I don't care what neighborhood it is. I don't care where you from. You will not attack a black woman.
Niggas don't even speak English. I don't know you.
Right. He's selling
you will
something.
not attack black people and get away with it. That's right. And get away with it. At all.
What the shirt say, son?
You said what the shirt say?
What the back of his shirt say?
Instead of recording us on your camera, exactly. Come downstairs. When people show up to address the issue, you want to apologize. But what I saw the other day was you kicking a woman who was down on the ground. A 21-year-old woman was beat right here in this very spot. And I tell you, if it was a white woman, y'all wouldn't have let it happen like that. If it was a white woman,
nobody did nothing.
If it was a Jewish woman,
everything y'all did,
everybody in New York would be outside right now. Well, because it's a black woman, y'all think it's gonna slide, but we're not letting nothing slide. We don't need the whole New York.
So why you yelling? Why you mean?
Who's
That's
asked
what I'm
to
talking
be?
about. Like what?
Son, there's nobody out there.
With a bullhorn, they should come there with baseball bats and chain sticks.
No,
bats.
They might. We don't see that.
They got a flag, nigga. You can't. anybody up with a flag?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could poke a nigga, beat him with one side of the flag. No, we don't want to beat nobody. But I'm just saying.
We
We
outside.
got about 20, 30 warriors who will stand up for black people.
Now, these black men pulled up. They had the Marcus Garvey Pan-African flag, it appears, and the brothers was going in, right? The whole black community, a lot of the black community came.
I don't know.
Umar was out there.
He was someone
Dr.
arguing
Umar.
with that woman about her vagina.
Doesn't make any sense. But I also want to address the black men on the last video that I made. And the argument like these black men are black women are by themselves. This is what they deserve. Some dudes was calling me a simp. I just want to say this, right? If you feel as a black man that you don't want to get involved, that's fine. And I even heard people saying, well, man, you living over there in Africa, and why you making this video about this? Bruh, if I was in America, it wouldn't matter. You don't know what I would do, okay? But I'm just talking about us as black men. If you had a daughter and she was coming home from school, right? And some dudes just jumped her, or family jumped her because she wanted to get into a parking spot, you will want somebody to help your daughter, okay? And sometimes we got to think about that. I'm not saying that risking your life and all other kind of stuff or whatever, right? But obviously we can see from situations the woman is not in the wrong. It's different if this is a woman going around starting trouble. This woman is coming home from work, all right? This is a woman that goes to Pace University. She's a smart black woman. This is not no woman. She's not sexy redding it up. And a lot of times as black men, I get that a lot of black men got vitriol towards the black community at large, and certain vitriol towards certain sisters. Okay, I understand why you could be frustrated, okay? But then again, we don't want to fall into the whole box of like every situation is the same. You don't know if this lady was going around hating on black men or disrespecting black men or whatever. We haven't seen no evidence of that.
All right, I hate to take a shot at your beloved red pill, but that's part of the reason that I believe that the red pill.
Be my beloved red.
I'm gonna tell you, I believe that the red pill is counterproductive to black society because it's one more way to separate us. Like O'Shea was saying, it's a lot of people, a lot of men that will easily take that excuse. Oh, she want to be alone. She want to do this. She want to start spewing red pill principles instead of strengthening our families and us as a community.
Respect.
I think it doesn't do anything to help us along.
So my take on it is, if you got any morals or principles and you're a man, you wouldn't let that shit go down anyway. So it's just that simple. I don't care what your nationality is. You Romanian, Spanish, black, whatever. You see 3 people jumping on a woman over a goddamn parking space. First, we are very much into avoidance.
Sure.
We look like fighting. I don't care if that's my daughter, my wife, my lady, whomever. You're a representation of me. You out fighting in the street, out over a parking space, park somewhere else. Park 2 blocks up.
Sure.
Come on, man.
But now they jumping up.
How'd she get out the car? They dragged out the car?
She was getting out. She probably parked and was getting out, going in the building.
So hold on. So the dude was standing. Okay, cool. So the dude was standing in the space with the trash can. She parked the car. That means she pushed him out the way. That's the smoke.
So then they got a right to jump her and beat her all up.
I never said that.
And I don't think she pushed him out the way. And if she did, get the fuck out the street.
Right.
I don't know. I just look at it like, and I also wanted to address your point. I don't know if they was all Latinos fighting. I don't think I would have got